Okay, well, I'm back on the Magnavox ZV427MG9. It's been a couple weeks. Had family, personal life gets in the way stuff again. Here's the front of it. Take a look at it. I'm sure you've seen them 1,000 times before. I featured probably 50 of these on my channel. And I don't know what that is. See if it comes off with a little liquid. And nope, not quite sure. But anyhow, let me see. What did we do to this thing? I can't remember. It's been, like I said, a couple of weeks ago. Let's get back into it. I believe we serviced the mode select switch right down there under the chassis. Cleaned the prism, cleaned the infrared emitter detector, blah, 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 rear rotation sensors. And I think we had a bad cap and a bad transistor over here that was preventing the 5-volt motor on supply from supplying the capstan motor, which is what drives the loading motor and the cylinder motor. Went ahead and took care of those. Believe the VHS worked perfectly. Let's get the capture device reset up here, and we'll just give it a go just to make sure. So I do have the capture device connected. Let's see. AC power has been applied. And the fan did spin up back there. DVD did move, and the fan did stop. Let's go ahead and hit the power button on it, and the red LED right there did light up. Get it back in somewhat view. The DVD is doing something. Let me hit the record button on the capture device. Capturing in 3, 2, 1, capture. And it shows it is recording. That's a very good sign. It does have a DVD in it currently, obviously, because it's trying to read it. We'll give it just a moment and see what it wants to do. I think we found like 9 capacitors on the DVD board that I deemed as unacceptable. The customer did go ahead and approve the estimate. It knows it's the DVD minus R. Let's go ahead and hit the play button up here on the front. And it shows that it is actually playing back. And the customer did include the original remote. I think this is his, maybe not. And it does search forward. This is Christmas back in, I don't even know when now, 1980 something, 5, 6, 7. Recorded on a, back when they had the portable VCRs with the stand-alone cameras. And it appears to be working absolutely perfectly. Unfortunately, most of the people in these videos have long since passed. I say most, not all. But it is actually playing the DVD. We're going to recap it because when it comes to recording, a lot of the caps on the DVD board need to be in very close tolerance to get the recording levels correct. So let's stop that. I'm going to switch it over to the VHS mode. And we'll pop a tape into it. I just want to verify that this thing does actually still work flawlessly before I tear back into it. Maybe the loading belt's slipping. I remember it made that weird sound previously as it loads. And I don't think it's the cylinder or the tape doing anything. Because I can put a lot of tension. I can actually stop it. And it doesn't make that squealing sound. So I'll probably go ahead and pull the loading belt off, which lives right there on the end of the loading motor. I'll go ahead and give it a quick acetone treatment. I'll probably do that once I get the DVD drive out of it. It's going to give me a lot more real estate to play with. Okay, let's go ahead and get this thing disassembled. Stop, eject the DVD. And we'll close that. Oh yeah, I did replace the spring on the DVD drawer as well. Put that back in storage. And power this thing off. Remove AC power. And did I mount the drive? And obviously I did. So power has been removed. We can go ahead and unplug these at this point. I should stop the capture device too. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Okay. Says it is saving, so I trust what it has to say. why do you gotta be like that? Come on, baby. There we go. And I can barely see that one. Try not to get my ginormous head in the way. Missed it by a mile. Now I'm gonna have to get my head in the way. There we go. Okay, now we can go ahead and just move this back slightly, and the DVD drive will just lift out. Yeah, we did go ahead and change the main 4700 microfarad cap. Okay, let's go ahead and get this thing disassembled. Let me get this monstrosity out of the way, and we shall continue. One moment. Okay, there is the DVD drive. We'll just go ahead and remove these 3 screws. Keep in mind, the 2 up front go into metal right here, so they are fine thread machine screws. The one in the back is a coarse thread screw, like a wood screw, that goes into plastic. And look at that, I did make a note on here. It is obviously the next month already. I like to lay these down flat on a surface. I did go ahead and mark all the caps that we're going to be replacing. And somewhere I made a road map. Always make a road map so that you get the caps back in the right location with the correct polarity, because sometimes they are mislabeled from the factory. This is the schematic that I'm going to return back to the customer that shows the transistor that was bad. And then on the other page, it does show the capacitor that I believe was shorted. I've had it in the past. So let's go ahead and get some caps off the board. I'll get the new ones ready and staged, and we'll move forward from there. Well, I only had 9 of them marked, but I've decided I'm going to go ahead and replace 10. So there are the 10 capacitors that are getting replaced. I decided I'm going to go ahead and change this 330 at 6. Because it did read 0.87 ohms on the ESR tester, and I deemed this one bad at 0.92. 0.87 is not that far away. These are 0.29, 0.42. I'm happy with that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to it. I'm just going to go ahead and speed the rest of this up, probably 5 times. That way it will occupy less, well, time for you guys. Okay, so I do believe I've got all the capacitors removed that I need to, and all the pads cleaned. 1, 2, 3, and then over here 4 right there, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to go ahead and load one side of the pads with solder. And now keep in mind, on some of these capacitors, they have to be laid flat. So if I just mock this up as it would normally go. So basically, these two can stand up straight, that one can stand up straight, and that one can stand up straight. All the other ones, well, because of the focus, whoops, we'll zoom out just a little bit and put it back in the manual focus mode. There's not much clearance, so those other caps have to be laid down flat. Okay, so I think I've got all the caps replaced that need to be changed. I want to verify that the flat side of the capacitor is the negative. And that one's correct, that one's correct, that one is correct, that one is correct. And the flat side is on this side of this one. You can just barely see it right there, but yes, that one is correct. Always double check. That one is correct. That one is correct. Those two are correct, and that one right there is correct. So I think we are done recapping this board. I think I cleaned this one. I believe I did. I'm going to go ahead and pop the top. Normally I don't write my NorCal 715 and the date on it until I've actually done a cleaning. But I'll pop the top off real quick off camera and verify that I did indeed clean it. Then we'll throw this thing back together and give it a test. And yes, I'm going to say I did clean that one. It looks absolutely spotless. Okay, let's throw this thing back together. And we'll put a tape in it, give it a record test, and hopefully everything passes. Okay, got it all back together. Just want to do a quick look-see just to verify that none of the capacitors are binding or pressing against the shield in any way, and those look absolutely perfect. Those have plenty of clearance, so yeah, everything looks great. Well, we'll pop it back together and see what it has to say. One moment. Also, one more thing, let me turn the exposure down. Keep in mind, I never did unplug the optical pickup from the circuit board. That ensures the ESD protection is still in place by these little capacitors they put on here. to keep static away from the optical pickup laser diode. But yeah, okay, let's put it back together. Okay, I'll get the capture device set back up. We'll put a VHS tape into it. We'll put a blank DVD into it, and we'll try to make a copy. I'll set the date and the time, all that good stuff, and we'll move forward from there. One moment. Okay, power has been applied. Let's zoom out just a little bit and get it somewhat recentered on here. I don't have it plugged into my Variac at this moment. I do have it plugged into another AC outlet because I need to move this off and recap another unit that is a hard disk drive DVD recorder. Virtually the same thing as this, just without that thing, the VHS. It just has a hard disk and a VHS, a DVD, excuse me. So let me find a videotape we can pop in here, and yeah, we'll move forward from there. One moment. Okay, here we go. Capturing in 3, 2, 1, capture. And it shows it is recording. We'll switch it back over to the DVD mode. Open this up. I've got a brand new blank DVD-R, never been recorded on. It's got a little piece of fuzz on there. Hopefully it's good. I guess we'll find out. It shows it's loading. We'll give it just a moment to do what it needs to do. Okay, it knows it is a DVD-R. I'm going to hit the display button if I can find it, and we'll see what it has to say. It's in the EP mode, the 4-hour mode. So the tape I have claims to be 117 minutes long. So I'm going to put it in the SP mode, the 2-hour mode. And we'll go into setup here and general setting, clock. And it is currently November 3rd. Whoops, that's the wrong way, ding dong. And the year is 2024. And it is currently 10:22 in the PM. Oh, can't you go a little faster? Oh, it just turned to 10:23 PM. Okay, clock is set. So now I need to go in and choose the auto chapter. I like every 5 minutes. Auto finalize when disk is full, on, which it should not be full. And choose the dubbing mode, making sure it is the VCR to DVD mode, because you can go the other way. You can copy a DVD onto a VHS tape as well. I've never figured out what make recording compatible is, but I always turn it on just in case. Okay, I think we are good. Progressive scan is off at the moment. TV aspect is 16:9. And I don't think I need anything else in the menu at this time. Okay, so we will exit the setup mode. I've got my tape right here. I'll pop it in there. And stop it. It shows it is playing on the screen, so it is stopped. And I'm just going to hit the dubbing button on the front of the machine right here. It does show it's played 4 seconds. It's in the VCR mode. D-dubbing, go. And the DVD showed something on it right there. It shows VCR to DVD dubbing on the screen. So I'm going to set this guy aside. I've got another one, like I said, to recap. And, well, let me turn that down. Got the monitor up way too high. Okay, it shows it's recording, and we'll get the FBI, blah, blah, blah. Don't make a copy of this. Don't tell anybody I'm doing this. Okay, we'll check back in a couple of hours. And since I got a minute to kill, I thought I'd go ahead and ESR these caps and just see what they check like out of circuit. 6.1 ohms. I know that's going to be a 47 microfarad cap. And it is. This one's going to be a 330. And 1.3 ohms. We'll do the other 330 right here. And 1.4 ohms. This one should be a 100. 1.6. This one is a 47. 6.4 ohms. Another 47. Get it where you can actually see it. One moment. There we go. There we go. 8. What did we see? Barely making contact here. Best I saw was about 8.6. There we go. 7.5 ohms. Another 47. It reads open. I think that's me shorting against the case. Oh, there we go. Well, the best I saw was about 8 ohms on that guy. Doggone it. .9 ohms on another 47. .7 ohms on another 47. And this one is the 47 at 16 volts. The one that got replaced with a red capacitor. There we go, 2.6 ohms. It read 4 in the circuit. Oh no, 2 ohms. In the circuit it read 2.0 ohms. So they were in need of replacement. Okay, I got this thing on the floor. It's recording right now. And I've got my timer set on my phone. I've got 1 hour and 41 minutes left. Okay, we'll be back. Well, I just missed it. I was getting this thing set up, and that popped on the screen. Whoops, got to hit record. 3, 2, 1. There we go, recording. Yes, capture device is running. Well, like I said, I just missed it. I was getting this thing set up on the bench right here, and the tape stopped playing. I guess it knew it was the end of it. It said it still had 10 minutes left, so it's writing stuff to the disc right now. Please finalize the disc when the writing is completed before playback on other DVD units, I guess. So, I got the customer's remote right here. So we'll go into, let's see, I think I have to stop it first. Yeah, it tells me it has 10 minutes and 35 seconds left. Okay, so I stopped it. We'll go into the disc menu. And no, that's not the one I wanted. Okay, stop. We'll go into setup. We'll go to disk edit. And finalize. Finalize disk, yes. Okay, well, I'm going to try to speed this up because it normally takes 3 or 4 minutes. And I shall be right back. Well, it is done, and the amount of time that it took, I got the belt cleaned, I just did not have time to get it reinstalled. So I'm going to stop the disc and I'll eject it. Reclose the drive, and we'll see if it's going to read the table of contents and play the disc. Okay, it shows that it did record the disc 2 hours and 1 minute and 20 seconds. So I'm just going to hit the OK button here. And I think that's actually the tape playing. Yes, it is. So I'll skip ahead a little bit. And I'm going to say winner, winner, chicken fajitas. Thing is working. Great. So I just got to go ahead and button it back up and finish putting that belt back on it. I'll try the tape one more time, and then we will move forward from there. Okay, the belt has been reinstalled. So I did remove power for that. And we'll do one more test with the DVD drive. Power has been applied. The clock does show 12:33, which is pretty doggone close. So let's go ahead and switch it over to the VCR mode. I'll pop a tape into it and see if it makes that noise. Nope, that was it. Just a dirty belt. Okay, very happy with that. So we're at the end of the tape. I like to try to keep the tape stored with tension on them. So I'm just going to go ahead and eject it. We'll switch it back over to the DVD drive. It currently is loading. Capturing in 3, 2, 1, capture. And it did finish loading. There it is. So we'll hit the play button one more time. And this time I'm just going to run forward. I think 3, that's the fastest it will go right there. Because I think if I press it again, nope, it does absolutely nothing. Okay, back to play. Okay, that's going to be it. I am totally happy with this repair. I'm going to get this thing buttoned up, contact the customer, get it ready to ship back. I think from, this one was from South Carolina. Oh dear. Contacted him after Milton hit and got a response, so I gotta believe he's okay. Yeah, that's going to be it. I certainly hope you enjoyed the second part of the video, replacing the DVD caps and doing the record test, blah, 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 all that good stuff on the Magnavox ZV427MG9. Go ahead and leave me a question, a comment, a concern down below, good or bad. I try to respond to the comments when I have time. While you're down there, if you could, please hit that subscribe button and like this video. It does help my channel grow. You can follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X at NorCal715. You can email me, NorCal715videos@gmail.com. As of right now, if you want to contact me, here it is, the first part of November 2024. Just leave me a comment on one of the videos. I tend to check those more frequently than checking emails, as time is so limited lately with so many family functions going on. Trying to get the top unburied here. Get the dust out of it. And we'll get this thing put back together. Anyhow, once again, certainly hope everyone enjoyed the video. Yeah, I think I said everything I need to say. Everyone, thank you for making it to the end. I really, really appreciate it. Everyone have a great day. Bye-bye.